So this is going to be a quick short video on how to make a simple gradient background. I'm using Blender 2.83. Let's get into it. My mic just moved a little bit. That'll work for now. So you're going to start off by deleting everything, because you need a specific setup for backgrounds. This will also work if you want a background for a image. So I like simple solid backgrounds because they don't distract me. So if you're like me, you'll want a simple gradient background. So we're going to start off by going into our top perspective. So we're going to click 7, Shift A, and then add in a plane. Okay, Shift A to add in a camera, and then once again Shift A to add in a light point. The point light allows us for a really good gradient. Then you're going to click 1 to get into your front perspective. Double check, make sure you got everything lined up. We do. Grab your camera. I selected up here so I don't have to try to click on it in here. G7 to move it and lock it to the Z axis, the Z. You're going to move it just slightly above the plane, because as you can see, you really don't need it that big. And then you're going to click your point, right? GZ, bring it up a bit, about right there. Click 7 again. This is where I like to mess with the light. I like doing top perspective because you can move it around without it changing levels, right? So G, I like to drag it right here in the corner. Actually, I'll do this corner. Debating this corner. It doesn't matter. It's up to you. So at this point in time, we're done with the setup. The setup is done. So all you need to do is select your plane and add in your color. We are going to go to shading, and this is where you're going to add a new material. The only thing you need to worry about on here is your base color. I'm a little colorblind, so I'm going to use Hex. I got the color code for hot pink. And that's it. That's your entire setup. You can go back to layout. Go into regular shading. This is render bit, right? So to render the image, you're going to click on this tab here, which is your render tab, render properties. You have an option up here, depending on what kind of computer you use. Your CPU might be stronger than your GPU. If you're confident in your abilities, you can use cycles. It's the preferred method. I have an RTX 2060, so I'm trying to use the optics, so I need to go to GPU complete. And this is how I will render it. And all I did here was click on the render or viewport shading to show you real-time shading. So now I'm just going to click render. Render image. Should load up pretty fast. It's a pretty simple image. Not too much to render. With cycles, you'll get a lot less aliasing in these areas where it tends to gradient. And that's our image. Very clean, simple gradient. And to save it, you just click on image, save as. At this point in time, you just save it wherever. Let me learn how to spell real quick. Simple.png. Save as image. I'm not going to save this because I make like 20 of these a day when I'm designing UIs. This is terrible. So we're going to click on it, right click, set as background. And now we have a nice, clean, simple gradient background. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope this helped you.